So I've just worked a 6-hour shift after getting back first thing this morning, and it's a lot windier, colder. So as it's going to be colder and a bit more windier than it was yesterday, I've got my Dutch Army canvas tent. Again, I'm still quite lightweight because I've not got all the 2 wool blankets and loads of tarpaulins with us, so that should be grand. I've got some, hopefully going to use some wild garlic today, get some stuffed chicken breasts on the go. I'm pretty much going to the same camp I was at last night, just because it's close and my fire pit's there from, I kind of left it there. So yeah, keep you posted. Just want to put a couple of words out there, well, more than a couple. As YouTube is holding content creators like myself responsible for your comments, any sort of bad language, or even if it's bad language used nicely, will be removed and the user will be blocked, just because I don't really go out and do my hobby and enjoy myself so I can come home and answer comments of abuse from people. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. I mean, it's a bit ridiculous, you know. I put all the effort in to go family friendly and keep my language under STEM, and y'all know how much chefs can swear. Well, I'm no different. So yeah, I work quite hard to keep it family friendly, so I expect you guys to do the same on the comments, just because there's quite a lot of young people and a couple of school classes that watch also. So yeah, it'd be nice if you could do that for us. Appreciate it. We'll not go on again and we'll just carry on. A bit of the tired's now, all that lack of sleep's catching up on us. Yeah, I'm just walking around the edge of this farmer's field, and I was just thinking all technical terms and that, and if you think about it right, a farmer grows his grass all summer long and all spring long and all summer long, harvests it, feeds his cattle through winter. So every time you walk through, you technically crush down 1 hay bale of hay each time you cut through a field. So if a farmer's calculated how much hay he needs to get him through winter, then you crossing through that field and crushing down his crop technically leaves him short. So yeah, just think about that before you next walk through a crop field, instead of walking around the side of it. It all counts, especially in this day and age and this economy. Well, just got to camp. Everything's as I left it this morning. My Dutch Army canvas tent gets set up in a second. And my rucksack, which again is half full. There's probably more food than kit in there. I was just having a little look at the land corrosion on these. This floodplain I've used for since I was about 15 years old. So a lot of years. About 20 years. Almost 21 years I've used these floodplains. And yeah, at one point I used to literally camp here. I used to put my tent along here on the bank, fish off there, have my campfire here. Used to have I did my first ever winter camp on YouTube at the tip of this island, back when I had camp here, teepees and all sorts. It's many years ago. That's about 6 years ago, that one. So yeah, you can see the corrosion. Another 10 years it'll not even be here. But again, for every time Mother Nature takes something away from us, she gives us something in return, whether it be wood or new islands, and the river changes and you get new beaches. And I love the amount of change it causes. And of course the sheer force of it. And I really want to cut into that big log with my axe. See if I can get some chunks of it. It looks punky as out. So yeah, Tyson's over there next to that log. That's that log. See if we can get maybe a couple of chunks off the end of it for our fire tonight. Is that? Weird looking that, isn't it? It's the sun. Clouds are blocking the rays out. Almost looks like there's two suns again. Like the little round one there, and then the actual rays of the sun hitting the clouds, or the back end of the clouds. It's quite cool. Right, the reason why I use canvas tents, this Dutch Army one, they're not the best when it comes to rain, but they're brilliant when it comes to putting it close to the fire. So I also get a lot of comments saying, your tent's too close to the fire, it'll burn. Chill out, I'm not going to burn my tent. And if I do, I'll just get a new one. It's not a big thing, you know what I mean? Crying about a little burn in your tarp or a little burn in your tent. If you do it enough, it's going to happen. So I'm going to try and get as close to my fire as I can, as always. So, but instead of putting the guideline, I'm going to put it at the side, so my head's facing the fire, somewhere around here. Straight pegs. I'm on fairly sloped here, like. I'll be fine. Be fine. So I've had to fill in that fire pit, move it to here, so I could put my tent here. Right, back to it. Now since I got home today after work and I searched everywhere for my roll mat and I must have left it at the village. Just one of those things. So we're going to put the dog's wool blanket down on the base of our tent. And then my British Army Arctic sleeping bag. Right, it's firewood time. And we all know there's plenty around here. My YouTube comments on my latest video. And I got this one comment, it's like, I'm gonna do a voice, it's like, oh no, you're gonna get fat if you eat all that chocolate. And in my head I'm thinking it's called exercise. See that pine log? Just spotted it. Now this is my cut with a chainsaw. This log's been here for about 6 years. Look at this. Pure pine resin, that. Looks like I've got my fire starter. Oh, it smells really resinous too. It's like, oh my God, you're gonna get it on your hands. Oh my God, I spend way too much time alone. You can see the pine crystals on it. Normal bushes, I like to look at the base of the bushes just because you always get really nice tinder that the wind dries for you. Can't argue with that, look at that. That's going to make my catch from my pine resin. He loves that firewood. You're not going to find any more balls over there, mate. He's like, oh yeah, I'm going to find one. It's deep, but I'm going to find it. Okay, so back to the old. I kind of want some sort of accelerant, so I'm going to use cotton wool and a little bit of birch bark. Not that it's needed, but it'll give my fire a good base to start with. Alright, that's not going to fasten. Computer says no. Right. Pine resin in the middle. I mean, my fingers are way too big for this knife to get this fire steel out. Hey, Mr. Tyson's eating all my firewood. Woo! We've got fire. Hey, leave some for me. I like burning stuff too. You eat it, you chew it, I'll burn it. Oh, look, you're destroying everything. That's the mortar fire starter too. Cheap, so that if I lose it, it's not such a big loss, which happens quite a lot to me. I'll tell you one thing, that wind seems to have died down a lot. Should make my little cooking a bit easier and give you guys a lot less wind interference. I mean, this fire's growing quite rapidly, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Punky firewood. All burns the same. Well, it doesn't last very long, but it still burns. Good accelerant. Not bad for a bit of free pine resin, like. And of course my cotton wool and birch bark, which the cotton wool buds from my last hospital visit. And the birch bark I harvest from logs that have been cut down years ago at the village. Zebra billy cans on for coffee. Caramel wafers. I'm starving now. So, Food of kings. I'm gonna have some bacon rolls to keep me going until tea time. Wow, that's hot. It's a knuckle burner, that. Oh, I need to find my tongs. I wasn't prepared for this one. I also forgot my backup power packs. My main power pack's got like 2 bars left on it to charge my camera, so should be enough there, should be enough. Well people, it has started to spit rain. Now I checked the weather station before I left and it said absolutely no rain whatsoever was expected. We're expecting winds, and now the wind's kind of gone and it's starting to spit rain. And you see the problem with these Dutch Army canvas tents is they kind of leak at the zip. Now if it just spits I should be okay, but if we get torrential rain I will be writing a strong worded letter to that weather station. I may even use bad language. Obviously not on video. Oh man, that bacon looks special. It's alright, panic's over. I think it's stopped spitting. Oh, there's sand on my plate. It's a problem with camping on sand beaches, or silt floodplains as properly called. The silt gets in everything. So I'm just going to have 2 rashers of this bacon. Not that one. I like my bacon nice and crispy like. And I'm going to leave the other 2 on the side here for Mr. Tyson. Let them cool a little bit and he can have some bacon too. Oh my god, it's so good. The reason why I'm touching it on my lips is because I can hardly feel any heat through my fingers. Being a chef for years will do that to you. Just grown on the bank of the river. There's another one there. I love looking at wild plants. So I'm curious, this log I spotted, how long it'll take us to get through it. It's quite a thick one. I've got my axe here. Let's have a gander. Ooh. Fairly punky. Oh, it does not feel right, that it's rocking around like a reeling. Oh, I just put my foot in the river. Oh, that water's cool. You've never just found a ball, have you? You have? Leave. Found a ball. Some thickness this like. Fairly wet that like. Nice. See how much liquid's in it. Fairly wet like, sodden and punky. Dark rapid. Look, the moon up there. I've got me some nice hot ashes to cook my chicken in. I'm gonna start breaking some of them up, I think, and getting a little ash bed at this side and a fire at this side. Break my fire into two. Because when my ovens come, what I normally do is I'll have a big fire and I'll cut it in half, and I'll have flames on this side, hot embers on this side, so I can put the oven on top of. And if I need it hotter, I scoop the ashes from underneath the flames onto the side of the oven. So yeah, I'm gonna do chicken breasts wrapped in bacon, filled with mature cheddar cheese and wild garlic. And I might get wild garlic leaves and roll them up with the flower of the wild garlic plant in the middle of the parcel, and then put them inside so the cheese, so that when I cut the chicken in half, you'll get the cheese and then the green wild garlic inside. I think that'll look quite flush. And I've got some pasta to have with it. So yeah, I think it's time for a head torch. The sun's gonna rise in like 6 a.m. it is, the sun rises. It's longer days now, so it's like almost 9 p.m. now. I can still see, but you can't really see very well. Okay, now to find some wild garlic that's... Oh, there's some right there. Look at the size of them leaves, eh? I'm going to do 4 leaves, 2 in each breast, just because I quite like garlic. It smells sexy, that. Now I need some flowers. Where did I see some? There's one there. So many. I need to... There's some more there. That'll do me. I cut my finger off there, look at that. That hooked on there and it just ran the finger blade down my fingers. Good job I've got thick skin and my knife is slightly blunt. Shh, I'll sharpen it when I get home. Right. Quite a big hole inside these chicken breasts in order to get everything in. This is my mature white cheddar. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just making this up as I go along. Oh, see, that fits perfectly. And we'll just put a little bit more cheese on there just in case. Close that up. That is going to be one massive chicken breast. And here comes the bacon. Massive. More cheese and wild garlic than actual chicken. Oh my god, these are going to be magical. So that's one. I'm going to do another one. That wind is chilling my fingers. Bacon down first, eh? I brought a big breast and a small breast, so I might not be able to fit as much in this one. Maybe. cheese. My fire really died down, just so I can bring all these hot coals over to one side. Not that, because that's still woody. Keep the fire over that side. And the hot coals over this side. I really don't want any flames on them. Just hot coals. I've washed all my utensils up. I'm just going to leave them like that and rotate them around and that, and build up this side of my fire. So I've got some flames because the temperature's dropped quite rapidly, as I always say. Like that. As you can see, hot coals on this side. I can hear the chicken sizzling already. Well, probably the bacon, not the chicken. The bacon will catch first, or sizzle first before the chicken will, and at least the bacon fat will give plenty of lubrication to the chicken as it cooks. And then that's my fire. As you can see, I've perfectly cut the fire in half. And this is pretty much what I'll do with my oven. I'll have my oven sitting on there, and if I need more, I'll just move it from that side over the top of them. And if you want a little bit more intense heat, small fast burning twigs on top of that, and it'll give it a flash heat. So just while I'm waiting on my chicken, look at that I found. I mean, there's no pine trees around here within about a mile, so it's washed up or washed down river. It's quite a big one, that. I might keep that and put it on my fireplace. Oh yeah, I should probably say, just with all that raw chicken, I carry Dettol wipes with us, antibacterial, cleans everything. You're eyeing up my pine cone, aren't you? Pine cone. Look at that. Also got my water on for my pasta. It's spinach and ricotta tortellini. Now you should drop it into boiling water, because if you bring it to the boil with the pasta in it, your pasta is gonna pretty much fall to pieces and be overcooked. So you just need to drop it in. Obviously it needs to boil again, so once it comes to boil, it's going to be ready that fast. Doesn't take long at all. And there we have it, people. Spinach and ricotta tortellini with wild garlic flowers. The wrapped chicken, it's wrapped in smoked bacon, filled with mature cheddar and wild garlic leaves and wild garlic flowers. It doesn't get better than that. Or it does, just not on this trip. Oh, you can smell the wild garlic too. Well, of course you can. Well, I can. You can't. No idea what you're missing. But the chicken flesh has actually been impregnated with the wild garlic too. Absolutely divine. No doubt I'll get a comment saying, "Don't talk with your mouth full, mister." Like, if you use normal garlic, I feel if I put that much in, it would have overpowered everything. But I can taste the cheese, I can taste the garlic, I can taste the smoked bacon. That's not too strong in the chicken either. I mean, I would sell that, you know, in a restaurant. Built my fire back up again. Got my zebra can on for a nice hot chocolate. Tyson chilling like a pro. He's all fat with his chicken breast. And my bedtime snack. Jaffa cakes and a hot chocolate. Raging fire. Well guys, that's me all tucked in. Catch y'all in a couple of hours. Tyson's in the foot of my sleeping bag, snoozing away. See y'all in a bit. Oh, morning. I slept real good. That's me all packed up now, heading home. Ooh. Well guys, big thanks for watching. Thanks for the support again. We'll see y'all next week.